10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap.
There are times when we must all endure adjustments to the Constitution in the name of security.
Well, hello there. What's up, firefighter?
Hola.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás? What is up, everybody? How's everybody out there in YouTube land doing? What's up, people? How's everybody's Friday?
A little sunburned.
Is that a good thing? I don't know.
I'm just going to look like an overcooked lobster the next few days.
That's right. You were going to the fair or something, right?
Oh, yeah. And I could tell you this.
Uh-huh.
Eating a cone-shaped pizza, not as easy as you think it would be.
I mean, I'd give it a try. I'll say that.
I had to and nearly ended up wearing it all.
Okay.
And I also tried that donut burger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The donut burger thing, for me, like, because, there's a lot of places that have donut burgers. I mean, it's just a cheeseburger on a glazed donut cut in half. I've been curious, but I've never tried it. I do like the sweet and savory combo. So I feel like I would probably like it, but I've never tried it.
It works somehow, but yet it leaves you puzzled because you're like, it should not work.
Yeah. No, I mean, I like okay, so for instance, when I go to Wendy's, right? I get a Frosty, and I dip my chicken nuggets in the Frosty. Just like you go get a milkshake and you dip French fries in a milkshake or whatever. So I dig the sweet and savory, combo. So I feel like I'd like it,
Oh, yeah.
David Jones in the chat says, minus the trans garbage, the Sandman was actually decent. I watched it. So I watched the, and we'll talk about this a little more tomorrow night. So we're going to do the geek chat tomorrow night, but, I watched it. There's like 2.5, 3 years between season 1 and season 2. I had watched the first season when it came out, however long ago that was, 2-3 years ago. And I thought it was good, but it wasn't like, I don't know. It wasn't something that I like went out of my way to like talk about or anything. Cause it was just like, okay, it was good. I read some of the Sandman stuff back in the day, some of the Vertigo comics. And so I was familiar with all the characters, but that was, early 90s. So that was a long time ago. And I liked it, but it was good. It wasn't great. It wasn't anything I was ever going to go back and like rewatch or anything like that. But so I finally got around to watching the second season. I say finally, I mean, it just came out here a couple weeks ago or whatever. And I thought it was a lot better than the first season. Like, I liked the second season a lot. There was way less of the trans shit in the second season. I mean, the only trans thing was there's one character that's trans. It's played by the same actor from that reboot, the redo or renew, the new Quantum Leap. That one trans character. It's the same actor. But yeah, that character was in the first season a lot more. That wasn't why the first season didn't click with me as much. I think the first season was just more it was very scattershot and very like in the first season they tried to do a whole lot of stuff from the comics all in the first season. Like they threw just a bunch of stuff in to the first season, and it was good. I enjoyed it, but the second season was much more focused on just a couple of storylines, and it played out and did better with the characters and stuff. I liked the second season a lot. So I would say, if you're a comic book fan, watch it.
I think I've seen clips on social media of that show.
Like I said, I like it. There, it's very true to the spirit of the comic. I mean, there's a lot of little differences between that and the comic, but the spirit, like the overall kind of feel and vibe of the show, is very similar to the comics, at least similar to what the comics became. When the comics first came out, it was very much like a horror comic. But that kind of went away, and it became more of like a fantasy comic as the comic kind of found its niche. And that's what the show is. They tried to work a little bit of horror elements in there too in it. But mostly it's a fantasy story that does take place in the DC universe. There's two characters you'll see in the show that are that you may or may not recognize from DC Comics. I don't know. Like if you just read the superhero stuff, there's a couple of characters in there that are not traditional superheroes, but they're characters from DC Comics. But like I said, I liked it overall. I would say if you like comic stuff or fantasy stuff, watch it. So, let's see what's the chat out there saying. 3D says, finally tried Whataburgers, pretty good, like a thicker steak and shake burger. I've never had steak and shake burgers, so I don't know if that's a comparison. However, I love Whataburger. I mean, I grew up. I'm Texan, so it's one of my biggest regrets of moving to Michigan is not having a Whataburger I can go to.
I think the closest thing you'll have in Michigan would either be Steak and Shake, which their burgers are okay at best. Their French fries are delicious, or Culver's.
Culver's is not like Whataburger. I've had Culver's since I've been up here. It's very different.
They
very
cook their burgers in butter.
Yeah. It's good. I like Culver's. I love their cheese curds. Cheese curds are great. And I like their Alaskan cod sandwich. It's good. It's just different than Whataburger. I love Whataburger. So,
see, I want to try Whataburger one of these days, but I get the feeling they'll never put one here in the Midwest. So I hear they have a Dr. Pepper milkshake.
They do. It's delicious. However, Whataburger has started expanding. They now have them. They've moved as far north as Denver. So they're spreading out. So we may get one eventually.
Nice. Well, did you hear the owner of the CEO or president of In-N-Out is moving their corporate headquarters to Texas?
Does not surprise me. A lot of companies are doing that because of lower taxes and shit. So, does not surprise me at all.
Here where I live in Northeast Ohio, we have a place called Swenson's, and it's very regional to Northeast Ohio.
Yeah.
And it's a classic, like, drive-in diner. Like, you get there, the car hops literally run to see who gets to you first. And you eat in your car, and their signature burger was on Best of Burgers on the Travel Channel. You know what, Jason? No, we do exist. It's Iowa that doesn't exist.
Iowa doesn't exist, not Ohio. Ohio's just shitty, but it exists.
Just remember, we're the ones that truly have the alien bodies, not Area 51. Wait, now that I said that, watch Honda appear.
Yeah.
And then the other place that we have for burgers is, of course, Five Guys.
I like Five Guys. They're just retardedly expensive, so I hardly ever eat there.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, Ledlace. Thank you. We do. Michigan has a handgun registry.
I haven't bought any handguns yet, so I haven't had to deal with that yet. So we'll see. I mean, it's going to happen eventually.
No, George Cortez. In order to get Honda to appear, we have to say penis 3 times.
Penis, penis, penis. He's probably working, but he's like, his ears started itching, and he's like, I feel like I need to be somewhere. So, Evan Robb says you should start a WB franchise. Probably too bland for you, but see if you have Taco John's near you. 6-pack and a pound. Huh? Taco John's. I've never heard of that. I'll try just about any Mexican food.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I don't mind quote unquote white people Mexican food. Like Taco Bell, right? Like it's cheap white people Mexican food, right? Just advertise it that way. I don't want to go to a fucking restaurant and pay restaurant prices for stuff that isn't even as good as Taco Bell white people Mexican food. That's what I don't like. Like cheap ass fucking Mexican food, Americanized Mexican food has its place, and I like it at times. I don't mind going to, different places, Del Taco, Taco Bell, stuff like that. But don't fucking have a fucking Mexican restaurant all decked out like you're fucking straight from Tijuana, and fucking then you serve up some of the fucking most bland white fucking Mexican food I've ever fucking had.
I had that happen.
That's bullshit.
Here in the town I live in, I went to this one Mexican joint that all my friends love. I get soft tacos. I bite into it, no flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I go to any other Mexican restaurant in town, I get soft tacos, flavorful.
Dude, I've bitten into a fucking taco before at a restaurant, and it's just plain ground beef. I was like, what the fuck is this? There's no seasoning to the meat at all. Like, what? No.
Oh, and Don't Poke the Bear posted something that might interest you.
A hidden gem of a hot dog place in Gallipolis, Ohio, called Remo's. Hands down the best hot dog sauce ever. Hot dogs are a much bigger deal up here than they are in Texas. Like, hot dogs are like just cheap ass kids food in Texas. I mean, except occasionally if you're grilling, you'll throw some hot dogs on with your burgers and your chicken and shit. But I've noticed hot dogs are a much bigger deal up here, up north.
Yeah, well, here in the town I lived in, we used to have a 1950 style diner. That's all they sold was different kinds of hot dogs. Like you could get a Chicago dog, you could get a chili dog, you could get one called the Hawaiian dog.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I don't know if Don't Poke the Bear will know about it, but Kewpie Burgers. I forget where it's at here in Ohio. They are very popular for burgers.
Yeah, I don't. I gotta try some of the hot dogs. Hot dogs are like, I like hot dogs. I mean, they're fine. I've never, when I was a kid, it was cheap, easy food to make when you got home from school and shit. Fucking cook up a couple hot dogs or whatever. Yeah. And I like a good chili dog with the fresh, chopped onions on it and stuff like that. But I'm not a big hot dog eater. So, but a lot of people, lots of fucking glizzy restaurants up here. Isn't that what they call them? Glizzies?
Yeah, glizzies. Such a stupid slang word for it.
Where that fucking name came from, because honestly, I don't have any reason to think this, but when I hear the word glizzy, I think of like a chick who just got bukkakied all over. Like, I don't know why.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, I don't know why. But that's the
Oh.
first thing that comes to fucking mind. Like, your face has been glazed with cum. Like, so
Well, the only
I
way
don't know why they fucking call them that. And I don't know why my perverted mind thinks of that when I hear that word.
Oh,
But I do, and that's just how it is.
well, thanks to Ohio Patriot Education Network, we know why.
Why?
He says it came from a bunch of gay guys.
Oh, glizzy? That word?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I've heard that before. Maybe that's why I think of that.
The only reason why I know that term is because I heard of this comedian that goes by the name Taco refer to a python as Satan's glizzy.
Satan's glizzy. Okay. I don't know.
I'm
I mean, I didn't really think of it from like necessarily like the dick or gay aspect. I thought of it from like the chick with jizz all over her face aspect.
No, you're thinking of getting glazed.
Well, I know, but glizzy, glazed, that's what I'm saying. It sounds very similar.
That it does.
So I don't know. That's why. That's what I think of, because people here are like, we'll fucking talk about glizzies, and I'm just like, all I'm thinking of is like, you want jizz all over your face? What the fuck is what? So I don't know, man. I'm a fucking prevert, so. Double the Bear says, we do all beef hot dogs scored and smoked on an offset smoker and dipped using the same recipe we use for smoked ham. It will change your mind on exactly what hot dogs can be. Like I said, I like hot dogs, and I've grilled up many a dog. What I honestly prefer is I like the the big packs of Eckrich Farm sausages. And you just go to the store and you buy the big sausage links, the big Eckrich Farm sausage links. I like those as opposed to hot dogs. Put those on a hot dog bun, smother it, and fucking.
Or you could do some Polish kielbasa on a hot
I'm
dog.
not big on the kielbasas and the fucking
On the hot dog bun?
what's the other fucking popular sausage? Kielbasa and
Bratwurst?
bratwurst. Yeah, I'm not big on those. I don't like the spices they use in those. I don't like the kielbasa or the brat spices. I don't like the flavor. I don't know why.
No, there is a Polish family-run butcher shop that I know of up in the suburbs of Cleveland that makes some of the best smoked pork chops and kielbasa daily. Oh God, I haven't been to that place in a while.
PNW Nature Dude says cream cheese and onion on a hot dog is so good. Cream cheese and I love onions. Fresh fucking chopped onions. I never tried cream cheese on a hot dog. But I love cream cheese. I'd fucking try it. I don't see why it wouldn't be good. I've never thought of that before. Never tried it. But I mean, sounds like it'd be good. Hold on a second. Keep talking. I'm looking for something that I can't fucking find, and it's driving me crazy over here. But I am here. I am here. I am listening. I'm just trying to fucking find something here.
Did you lose like a package or something?
No, actually, I'm trying to send out a package, and I have my little scale that I can put a package on to weigh it, so that I can just print off a fucking tag for it, the label, because I need to send this out tomorrow, and I can't find my little scale. Yeah, it's just one of those little kitchen scales that'll do up to like 5 pounds.
Oh yeah.
And I need to weigh this thing so that I can fucking send it out in the morning and I was looking for it before the chat, and it's driving me crazy. I can't fucking find it because I need to fucking find it. Because I need to send this fucking thing out. Ah! Fucking found it. Found my scale. It was in the top of my closet.
Now, Jesse, we need to get cooking.
I need to weigh this fucking package because I got to send it to Sith. I wanted to get it out drop it off tomorrow. So I need to do that. It is exactly 1 pound. Holy shit. 1 pound on the dot. There you go. That'll work. So, you ever use, I always use Pirate Ship. You ever use Pirate Ship? I'll take that as a no. Pirate Ship's great if you ever want to just like fucking send shit out. It doesn't cost anything. And oh motherfucker. Go back. Anyway, it doesn't cost anything, and it's a source to duplicate shipment. I want to duplicate the shipment, but I gotta I gotta redo this. So let's see. Let's take our 1 pound package, and we gotta measure it out. It is 10 by 8. And we'll say by 4.5. 10 by 8 by 4.5. And it is 1 pound exactly. But we're going to go ahead and add an extra ounce just because I don't want to fucking have it sent back. 10 by 8 by 4.5. $7.52. UPS. All right. We'll do that one. Gonna buy that label. I gotta get this sent out to Sith. He was very kind, and he sent me something so that I could do a video for the Geek channel. And I told him, I said, as soon as it gets here, I will fucking do the video and immediately send it back to you. Because he sent me something that is pricey and expensive that I never would have bought myself. So I got to send it back to him. All right, let's see. Anyway, Don't Poke the Bear says, doesn't like brats? What the fuck? Is Michigan turning you into a commie? No, because quite the opposite. Like, everybody here loves fucking brats.
Well, if he doesn't like brats, he's not turning into a commie. He's turning into a Muslim.
Yeah,
just saying.
Well, here's the thing. I love pork. I don't got a problem with pork. Okay. I just don't like bratwurst. I don't like the fucking I don't even know what fucking spices and shit they fucking use. You know what I mean? In that shit, but whatever it is, I don't fucking like it.
Hold on, let me Google it for you.
I don't know what they are. I don't know what fucking spices are that they put in fucking bratwurst. But it doesn't taste good to me. Sorry, I'm trying to get this fucking label printed while I do a chat. So fucking professional. PNW says grilled onions and cream cheese is the Seattle dog. Grilled onions. I like raw onions. I like raw diced onions myself. That's personal preference. Although maybe the grill is better with the cream cheese.
According to a quick Google search, the spices used in bratwurst are salt, pepper, nutmeg, cardamom, ginger, caraway, something I cannot even pronounce, allspice, onion, mustard, sage, and paprika. But it says it could be different based on region of Germany that they come from.
Yeah, I don't know. God damn it. I hate it when the fucking thing doesn't print the way I want it to. We're going to try this one more fucking time. Let's see. Ohio Patriot says, I had kielbasa in my air fryer the other day. It was excellent. Tasted similar to a hot dog over a fire. Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh, you're right about that, Ohio Patriot. The Mennonite community in Ohio does make some great foods. Where I used to live, like maybe a half a mile away from where my house used to be, in my old town, we had a Mennonite ran country store. They made the best peanut butter pie you can get.
That sounds good. Cheddar smoked sausage. That sounds good. Oh, come on. This is gonna drive me fucking nuts. Motherfucker. I just can't find anything today. That's what it is. I just fucking can't find anything I'm looking for today. Everything I'm looking for is just fucking gone. Whatever. It's fucking stupid. What's up, MSB? How's Alabama treating you? How's your daddy, brother, uncle, sister? Evan Robb says, Glizzy is a 5-cent depression hot dog stacked high with all the free condiments. Is that what it is? Dino says, I've always heard what you described as spray-painted faces. Spray-painted faces. Nah, I mean, just bukkake right there. That's what that shit is. Bukkake. All right. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to fucking text my daughter and tell her to bring me the shit I need.
Oh, this is hysterical. My cat's trying to get into the pumpkin donuts I bought while I was at the fair today.
MSB says, hot as fuck down here. I'm living in a dysfunctional family dream. I got to get out of here. Dude, I mean, Alabama is I sympathize because, like, yeah, Alabama is basically, the whole state is like the coast of Texas as far as just the swamp ass bullshit. Because that's where I lived on the Gulf Coast. All of Alabama basically has Gulf Coast fucking weather. And this time of year, going in fucking August, it is so goddamn hot on the Gulf Coast. It is so fucking miserably fucking humid and hot and nasty and sweaty and just... Yet I woke up this morning and it was 52 degrees here. It was fucking glorious. I loved it.
Oh yeah, it was 75 and breezy here.
Well, this morning, it got up into the 70s today, and there was a nice, slightly cool breeze outside. Not cold or anything, but just a little bit cooler. Nice, slightly cool breeze. It was probably in the mid 70s, but when I got up this morning, it was like 52 degrees outside. I was like, oh, it's fucking great, dude.
But it felt great.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's glorious. Fucking glorious.
I got to answer a question from Leadlace. I concealed. And my local county newspaper put out a thing on Facebook about it. Matt, if you want it, I could send you a link on Facebook. But a lot of people in the comments section was all pissed about it. And the head fair director's like, look, ever since the laws changed, we have been compliant with them. We've been one of the first few fairs that were concealed carry friendly. Let me find it and I'll send it to you real quick on Facebook. Uno momento, por favor.
Let's see.
Which will give away real quick what county I live in.
Let on Steel says it was only 117 degrees with the heat index here today in South Carolina. I feel bad for you because, yeah, I dealt with it living on the Gulf Coast. I lived on the Gulf Coast for over 22 years. 22 years I lived down there in that part of Texas. And I feel for you, man. I know what it's like this time of year in just a horrible, horrible fucking heat. Ugh. I'm sorry. Sorry you're having to deal with that, bro. It's awful. It's fucking awful. Let on Steel says Maine is in my near future. You're moving to Maine?
Be ready for them mooses.
Maces and mooses.
No, look, moose scare the shit out of me. For how big they are and how just assholey they can be. Because they know they can get away with it.
Yeah.
If you don't have anything, say, that fires a spicy 44 or larger. But in Maine, they're highly protected by the state game.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Stark County's Ohio's fair was last week, and they had a guy actually shoot somebody at the fair and put the fair in lockdown last Wednesday. So like my county fair, which is this week, has all this extra security, and it's woo. Like I think Columbiana or Morgan County actually has metal detectors and will violate your right, even though the AG said no, you're allowed to carry at county fairs. But I did send you that on Facebook. But the comment section, oh my. Some people are like so pissed off about it.
Let's see. Everyone should see or carry, blah, blah, blah. So does this mean I can carry a firearm into a school, courthouse, or police station? Actually, I'm seeing a lot of comments that are all like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, like, there's one that says, yeah, be afraid. And then it's like, well, concealed carry has been legal in Ohio bars for over 10 years. No issues.
Yeah, that's good. Good. To be able to carry fucking everywhere, man.
Yeah, I've been carrying my 3-inch Ruger SP 101.
You've been carrying your 3-inch what?
Ruger SP 101 in 357 Magnum.
Oh, okay.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Matt.
I mean, I'm just saying.
But yeah, basically, you now know what exact part of Ohio I live in.
Yeah.
Which we got a lot of good places in my county to eat. I'm surprised I haven't gained 200 pounds yet.
I like Don't Poke the Bears. I hope all the whiny asses that complained all winter long get all the dehydration and sunburn. Summer sucks ass. Bring on the fall. I agree 150,000%.
I have
fuck summer. Fuck the heat. I'd rather be too cold than too fucking hot.
Yep, I have people I know here that are saying, "Oh, it's too hot." I'm like, if I hear this when winter comes and that you want it to be summer again, I'm going to throw this in your face.
Yep.
Everyone's like, why do you like the winter so much? I'm like, I can easily take off the extra layers. You can't do that during the summer without catching charges.
Yep. All right, let's see.
Yeah, like there's a local bar here that has signs posted, don't carry in here. Like, those signs mean nothing. As long as I don't drink alcohol, I can carry.
Little Steel says, Maine is the plan. Can't wait to freeze my ass off for once. Yeah. It's nice, man. I mean, I guess it's not for everybody. I don't know. I know some people just fucking would rather be too hot than too cold. I don't fucking get that. But, you know, sure, I guess. If that's your deal.
Like, with the way the weather was today, that is like the perfect weather. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. It's like that Goldilocks zone. Mm-hmm. Light jacket or a light long sleeve. Oh. Like, it gets me excited for fall.
Vulcan Rumble says, Halloween candy has shown up at Market Basket. I don't know what Market Basket is. Yeah, I can see it. Well, usually the Halloween candy doesn't go out until after school, the school supply season. Right now, it's supposed to be school supply season.
Yeah, it should be, but I've seen even at some of the local stores here, they have Halloween-themed summer decorations. So like a jack-o'-watermelon. Like, I'm like, okay, come on.
Wow. Jack-o'-watermelon. Jack-o'-bullshit.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Apparently a jury has found Sig guilty of defective design in the 320 in a Cambridge police lawsuit.
All right. I mean, I don't really give a shit, but sure. I mean, you know, I mean, what that means is they're going to have to go to court over it. So, but we'll see what happens. I mean, Sig will either go in and prove it is, or I mean, I don't know. There's the whole Sig P320 thing. I mean, I don't know. It's not a gun I want, so I have a hard time really like digging into the whole debate. But from everything I've seen, it doesn't seem like it's a defective gun. It seems like a gun that, as it was designed, without like a trigger safety like Glock has or M&P has or a manual safety, and the way the internals are set up, it's just, I mean, it's just really easy to fucking negligently discharge the gun.
I got this to say. I never liked Glocks until they came out with the Slimline. And the Glock style trigger has really grown on me because the way it's got that little dongle in there, you know you have to fully depress that for it to discharge. The M&P one, of the few M&Ps I shot, kind of similar, but it's jointed in the middle of the trigger.
Yeah, it's same. It does the same thing.
It does the same thing, but it's
a different design. And
a
the SIG
better-
doesn't have that. Does that mean the SIG's a bad gun? No. Does it mean that it is easier to discharge the gun on accident than a Glock or an M&P? Yes.
apparently
Is that a design flaw, or is that an intentional design? Like, and the assumption is, be safer with your fucking pistol if you're going to use this gun. You know what I mean? Because like the only thing, because there's been 2 rounds of this whole SIG P320 thing, right? Like there was the round where people were hitting it on the back of the fucking slide with a hammer and getting it to go off. Okay, cool. I guess that you can do that. I wouldn't be hitting any loaded firearm on the back with a fucking hammer, because I would be somewhat concerned it might go off. But you could do that, and I think they did. Didn't they do something to the design to keep that from happening?
Yeah, I think they tweaked
They did something
in
inside the striker to keep that from happening, so you could hit it and hit it and hit it, it wouldn't go off. And then the next, then now the new current round of issues, shall we say, with the P320, is that people are fucking having it fucking go off when they're holstering or unholstering, or like the one that just happened here a couple of weeks ago, where the guy set it down on the fucking his desk. The Air Force officer set it down on his desk, and when he set it down, it went off. You know, it's hard to determine. I'm not saying the gun doesn't have an issue, because maybe the gun does have an issue. But it also is, I mean, the situation is every time that there has been an instance of it going off that a bunch of people jump up and throw a fit and say the gun's unsafe, it's when it's being put into or pulled out of a holster, when the gun is being set down on a desk. There was one where the gun was in a backpack and it went off when somebody took the backpack off and set the backpack down. And so you can't see, because it's in the backpack, you can't see what might have happened to the gun or what might have gotten in the trigger or something. So it's real unclear to me as to whether or not the gun is just going off by itself, or if it's going off because things are touching the trigger. And given the design of the trigger and the fact that it has no trigger safety, like just about every other striker fired gun out there on the market.
Yeah,
if that's what's making it go off.
I forget who did the video, but someone did a video where they created like a little shim and stuck it into the trigger. I think it was like Wyoming Gun Project or something. And he used just prime cases, so no gunpowder, nothing. So that way, if you could trick it into going off, you could still get that boom sound of the primer going off.
Yeah.
And he rattled the slide, and there's a lot of slop in that slide, and it went off. He then like slightly pushed the slide back, it went off, showing like, oh, if it's holstered and something gets up in there and the slide pushes back, boom. Or if it has a weapon light on it, because that's not a SIG made one, it would go off because when you holstered it, the holster pushed on the slide.
And maybe that's it. And maybe that's fair. Then the determination is, okay, is that a design flaw? Or is that intentionally how the gun was designed and you are just supposed to be more careful with that firearm? Then that becomes the question. So is it a mistake, i.e., is it something that was done incorrectly in the design and engineering and manufacturing phase, or any one of those phases? Or is that how the gun was intentionally designed and you're just supposed to be more careful with it? I don't know. Again, I don't have a stake in this because I don't care about the gun. It's not a gun I was ever interested in. It's not a gun I've ever owned. I've shot one like twice Wasn't mine. You know, just shot somebody else's. Seemed like a good gun. Don't remember anything about the gun that stood out to me, seemed dangerous to me, or anything like that. Also, the other side of that is nothing about the gun really stood out to me in a positive way either. It was just another striker-fired gun as far as I could tell. But again, I have very little experience with the gun. So, I don't know. I don't know. I think it does need to go to court, and they need to just once and for all have people go through the gun and have the designers and engineers for the firearm just come out and make a determination. Is it a bad gun? Is it a defective gun or not? Or is it just, that's just how the gun is? It's not a defect. It's a feature, right? Like, you're just supposed to be more careful with the gun. Because either way, honestly, law enforcement and military shouldn't be using that fucking gun. Either it's defective and they shouldn't be using that gun, or it is obviously not a gun that is meant to be banged around and holstered and unholstered and taken off and taken on a bunch without a little extra care than, let's say, your average striker-fired gun. In which case, that's not a good fucking military or law enforcement firearm. Maybe it makes for a good, you know, competition gun. I don't know. But they need to come to a determination and figure this shit out. But as of yet, there's been no actual, like, fucking proof that the gun just randomly goes off by itself. Because every time one of the guns has gone off and it's claimed that it's gone off by itself, it's while somebody was doing something to the gun. It's while somebody was manipulating the gun in one way, shape, or form.
Oh, hey, check the internal private chat. I just found something out that Smith Wesson is doing.
Let's see. Ooh, a new K-frame. New Model 10.
Like the OG Model 10.
No internal lock. Yeah, that looks very similar to mine. Mine's got a different barrel on it, but that's very similar to the one I have. I need to get some new grips for my model. Actually, I need to send mine off. I want to get mine reblued. I want to get mine factory reblued.
I kind of want one of those now. I didn't know they were doing that.
Yeah. I love mine. Mine's a fucking phenomenal gun, dude. Trigger is gorgeous. The only thing wrong with it is it could use some new grips because the grips are kind of jacked up, and it could use a factory rebluing. I tried to do a little bit of a cold bluing to it just to kind of try and clean it up, and it didn't come out great. I mean, it came out looking better than it did before I cold blued it, but still didn't look great. I want to take it and get it sent off to the factory and have them, you know, like bead blast it and reblue it for me, and get it looking new again. So, but that's going to cost like $250, and so I just haven't wanted to do it yet.
Ew.
I think so. $250, something like that. I don't know. I looked it up at one point, and I want to say it was like $200 or $250. Or maybe it was, I can't remember. Maybe it was like $150 for the bluing, and then another $50 or $100 for something else I might have been looking at to get done. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was in that $150 to $250 range to send it off and have it reblued, have it redone from the factory. So,
because I've been wanting to get another revolver. And I kind of want one that's made by Smith & Wesson. And now that I know they have that, I'm gonna have to start saving for one.
Well, it's a nice gun. I mean, honestly, if I was gonna get one, I'd spend less money and just get a used one. You can buy Model 10s all day long.
Yeah, I haven't had any luck finding any used ones, sadly.
Let's see.
Like, to me, other than the Model 29, the Model 10 is like the best revolver ever made by Smith. And I will stand by that, Chad.
You can buy one right now if you go talk to your bud. And it's a lot cheaper than that one you just sent me the link to. So, I'm just saying, if you want one,
I'd have to find a place locally to have it shipped to. Because my actual FFL that I was going to, he retired and shut down the shop, so now I don't have one to go to.
Yeah, I would. I mean, don't get me wrong. Having that one would be fucking nice, but this one's actually, I'm looking at this. Is this? Yeah, it's a used one.
Because I've been trying to find a police trade-in one if I ever get lucky.
That's what I've got. Mine's a police trade-in one. But yeah, this is about $350 cheaper than that one you were looking at. And you can put it on layaway if you want, which I've done layaway at Bud's many times. Layaway at Bud's is fucking awesome. So
that's kind of weird that they're online and they have layaway.
Yeah, I mean, you just fucking put it in your cart, add it, click that you want to do layaway, and they'll do either I think they do a 180-day layaway. You can do like you can do like a 90-day or a 180-day. And I think you pay a little bit more for the 180-day. You pay like an extra $10-15 to stretch it out longer. And as long as you make the payment once a month, then at the end of the fucking 90 or 180 days, they fucking ship the gun to your FFL. And if you just pay it off sooner, which is honestly, that's what I always ended up doing. I never fucking let it go the entire 180 days. I would always pay it off quick. What I honestly used layaway for was to kind of force myself to buy the gun. Because once you put it on layaway and make that first payment, you're locked in. You know what I mean? You're like, I don't have to spend that much money all at once. And then you make the first payment. And then once you make the first payment, you're like, well, fuck, if I don't pay it off now, I've just lost that money, you know? So then what I would usually end up doing is instead of paying it once a month, I would just fucking pay as much as I could every paycheck and usually end up getting it within 3 paychecks, whatever I'd put on layaway. And then they just send it to you. It's cool. I like it. I mean, I can imagine, I guess maybe some people have probably gotten in trouble with layaway because they think they're going to have the money and then they don't and they lose their deposit or whatever, that first payment. So just make sure you're not going to do that. You know what I mean?
Well, damn. I think the other gun shop that was near me is closed too.
Hold on a second. Try something here. Brandy says, my favorite Smith revolver is 66 Combat Magnum with a locking lug on the crank. The Model 66 is awesome. My favorite revolver is my Model 65. I've owned a Model 66. It's a fucking fantastic gun. Hey, do you ever check your text messages? Because I texted you a half hour ago. Yeah, so look at your text message and then please bring me what I asked you to bring me. Well, figure it out. Well, then do it without waking her up. How about that? Figure it out. Love you. Bye. Texted my daughter half hour ago. Bring me some clear tape so I can put this fucking label on this box so I can send it to Sith. She doesn't even respond. You fucking check your... Why do I pay for your fucking phone? Not even going to check your text messages?
Sounds like how...
Why do I pay for your phone?
Sometimes.
I can hear her bitching as she walks down the hallway from her room to the other side of the house where the tape is. I can hear her bitching as she's walking down the hallway. I love having kids.
All I have is a cat and firearms.
Kids are awesome. No, what it is because she's the one that is like, and I've said this before, she's the one that's the most like me. She's sarcastic and talks back and shit like I do.
So she's giving you a dose of you.
Oh yeah. I find it hilarious though, because I know that I'm like I know exactly I know exactly how to like fucking trigger her because I know what would trigger me. You know what I mean? So like it's
so I take it she equally hates sprinkles on donuts.
I don't know that. I don't know.
I think
we don't ever have donuts with sprinkles on them in the house. So, I mean, I'm sure she's eaten them before, right? Like when she's out.
I mean,
like that.
When
I don't know.
Kids are little. The only donuts you can get them to eat are sprinkled covered donuts.
I will say, both my daughters are like this, which I find kind of weird. If there's too much like frosting and shit on cake, they'll scrape a bunch of the frosting off to just have a little bit of frosting on their cake. They're like, it's too sweet. Both my younger daughters are like that.
My little sister's just like that. Well, she'll scrape it all off and
I'm like, you're fucking getting rid of the best part. What the hell?
Right?
I'm like, there've been times we'll go like a fucking party or something. And there's cake, and they like fucking scrape off a bunch of the fucking.
This reminds me of.
I'll take the frosting and put it on my cake, so I have even more. You know, I just realized, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to be late to my other chat, so it is time to cut this one off. I just realized I just looked at the time. I've got to go because I got a second chat coming up. But we will be back tomorrow. We're going to do Geek Chat tomorrow night, so be sure to come back for that. I'll get that posted up probably tomorrow.
Wait, do I got any homework for that chat?
No, you don't. So, all right, guys, I got to get out of here. We'll see you guys later. As always, deuces, yo, shut up, pee and fridge, all that good shit. Go, you know the thing. If you want to talk about some toys and some other geek stuff, come on over to the other channel. That's what we're going to talk about for the next hour or two. So, take it easy, guys.